MMA show around the world. Mighty Devin Debo Taylor. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. How was your week? Good?
It's good. It's good week.
Nice.
How was yours?
I can't complain. I can't complain.
Nice.
Can't complain. I went dark for 72 hours. No social media, no emails, no phone calls, no texting. It was nice. It was nice.
Were you kidnapped?
Well, might as well be.
Did ISIS get you?
Might possibly.
Wow, I mean, that's for you, because you're kind of a social media whore. That had to have been, you had to have been.
For real, though.
You want that.
And I think this past week's show reflects me not being on social media.
People they were lonely without you.
I'm telling you, like, I didn't hold their hand to go, like, come on, come watch it. It's actually worth it. I actually spent a lot of time on the thumbnail. I don't know if you really paid attention. Probably no one did.
No.
So it's Luke Rockhold and Machida, right? So I found this sick-ass picture. It's a knight holding a shield and a sword, and there's a dragon. So I put Leota near the dragon, and, well, I'm just saying. So anyways, let's get into it. UFC on Fox 15. Leota Machida against Rockhold. I thought it was going to be a much closer fight, dude. He made Machida look bad.
You know, and I actually had to watch this fight a couple of times because it didn't go how I expected it to at all. And I think it's one of those fights where you've got such a pivotal moment. Rockhold, he doesn't catch him. He throws this kind of hook that Machida steps in front of and then basically slips and falls. Or I don't think he doesn't catch him flush.
No, he doesn't.
And but once it goes to the mat, honestly, round one is over, and Machida takes so much damage that the fight's over.
Yeah.
He never is able to get back up, and Rockhold just has his way with him in round one, lands a huge elbow that I think concusses him, and that's it.
If there was at least 30 more seconds in that round, it would have been over in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Rockhold is really big for middleweight, and...
He is, and he's long.
And out jiu-jitsu's the black belt.
Yeah, which is...
Well, I mean, I've never been impressed with Lyoto Machida's black belt jiu-jitsu. I don't know who he got it from.
I think he might have just like
Shout out to whoever trains you in jiu-jitsu. I hope it's not an O'Gara brothers.
I want to say
belt.
It is.
I mean, I know that he trained with them. I just don't know if that's where he got his black belt originally from. But if it is...
Not good.
That's one of those JDS, like brown belt, black belts. Like, no, that's on paper, son. You printed that out yourself.
And then the other fight that I didn't think it was going to go this way. So that
but I did.
Yeah, but you did.
Okay.
And I got to give it up. PVZ, she's looking good. I mean, she's looking good. She's looking good.
And she look good. She double look good.
She is looking good. Man, she is gas tank. Forget it, bro.
Well, that's what happens when you're like 13. You got that energy. And she just...
So let me ask you a question. When she had to fight, did she have to get like the parent release form?
Yeah, her mom's there like, go honey! She has to drive her home.
They
like,
gotta make sure the fight's over before 10 p.m. for the curfew. Oh, dude. And no, she was...
She has no after party. We'll put it down like, thanks, guys. I gotta go home.
Pictures of Kool-Aid for everybody.
I mean, she does not look like a fighter. Even for the females, you know what I mean? Not about her being pretty, but she just like shows up. She's like, I'm really excited to fight! Yay!
Like, seriously, they're talking about how she tried to get into MMA, and one of the ways was to be a ring girl. She still looks like a ring girl. And she doesn't even look like a ring girl. She looks like a cheerleader.
Which is just, she's smiling. She's just having a good time.
But then she goes out there and she just dominates. She got in a couple spots where it looked like it could have been bad, but Felice was trying to get an armbar, I think 2 different times, maybe 3 different times, and it was just way out of position, just like no real danger. But other than that, like she was just dominating Felice.
Yeah. 12 Gauge was really looking for that judo throw.
Yeah.
She goes for it. The first time she goes for it, does not go well. Ends up with police herring on her back. And I don't know if she's just youth, but she's like, I'm going to try it again. It just throws it like 3 more times. It works out the rest of the time, but I really would have thought after that first one, like, oh, that wasn't a good idea. I'm going to switch it up.
I guess she was talking about it. She says she's just all go, reckless, not really worried about a game plan, just trying to do her thing. And that's pretty much what it showed.
I mean, that's how it goes when you're 21.
Yeah.
Like, you have no...
There's no off switch.
I'm going for it.
You know?
I mean, yeah.
Once you get like 31 like me and 30 like you, you know, it starts getting a little harder.
I got a lot of off switches. A lot of like, all right, never mind. Let's shut this down. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll try this later.
Jacare, Kamosi. I mean, you might as well just replay the original fight and just no one probably would have known.
Yeah.
It pretty much goes the same way. I felt so bad for Chris, but you know there's some clause. Uncle Dana's, you know, for sure said, hey, dude, you're saving us. We're going to throw you at least one more bone. You know, you get another win, we'll keep you around, maybe renegotiate the contract.
I don't know. I think this was one of those fights where they're like, look, dude, you got to make it past 2 minutes. Because the look he even had, like, when he tapped out was like, damn it, I didn't make it to 2 minutes. I would have gotten paid. Yeah, this was bad. I mean, you knew this was a bad matchup.
You knew it the first time.
Here's the thing. Everybody's a bad matchup for Jacare.
Seriously.
I mean, if he gets you to the ground, it's over.
It's bad. I mean, he's top 3. You could argue he's the
for
first.
guys who have transitioned their game to MMA from just pure jiu-jitsu into the MMA world, his game is so good.
Yeah.
I think Damian Maia's right there. I really think those two. I don't know who else would really be in that top 3.
But those two for sure
guys
come
that are
to
just
mind.
Terrifying. I might even say Dos Anjos, just in terms of he does such a good job with position and just dominating. It's almost a little bit more wrestling style, but he's just such a good grappler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last of the main 4 we're talking about, which neither of us saw this.
Oh, but I wanted. I did say.
Yeah, I know.
did say that I wanted. I was rooting for him.
Max, though.
Happy my boy pulls it off.
Seriously, though, that fight.
That's a career highlight right there.
For sure.
I mean, he steps his game up 3 notches, and you can tell he's got the confidence. He looks like he's having fun in there.
It was a clinic. It was a clinic. I mean, he took a top. What is Cub? 4th, 5th?
Cub was up there. I want to say it was 5th versus 9th.
So I mean, he takes a top 5 opponent in his weight class, and just takes him to school. I mean, it was
everything.
Bad.
I mean, Cub Swanson's supposed to be with his hands, was supposed to be more technical, the better striker, and he turned him into a rookie, looking for the big overhand. That was all he had by the end.
Yeah.
It was a clinic. I was really happy to see Max Holloway go so far. He went a little crazy afterwards.
Yeah.
He kind of lost his mind a little bit afterwards, calling out Conor McGregor, which makes sense because Conor McGregor's going to sell a lot of tickets, but. Come on.
Well, I mean, he wants to avenge the loss, too, right?
Yeah, he said he was hurt the first time around. But regardless, you're not going to fight Conor McGregor anytime soon.
I don't think, for sure if Conor wins, if he beats Aldo, and this is a whole different conversation, but if he beats Aldo, Max is a ways away, I think, for sure.
And if he loses, I don't think I want that fight. But that's just me.
If he loses, you probably have to give him to, like, Chad Mendez or... Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on who fights Aldo next, assuming Aldo wins. Or whoever wins out of that fight, I guess, is what it goes down to.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Clearly, he wants to avenge the loss.
Sure.
But it was one of those, like, okay, buddy. Oh, all right now, young. So sit back down.
You know, the card overall, it was great. It was a great card. I mean, every fight was great. I was not disappointed with any of the fights. I wasn't necessarily happy with all the outcomes of all the fights, but
Neither was I. So.
But the card itself, entertaining value, probably close to a 9.
I mean, really all the way through.
Seriously,
just great fights, which is a nice little change of pace. Every now and then, there's decent cards. This one was great.
Okay, well, let's jump into this. So, news and rumors. The big thing right now announced well, by the time everyone's watching this, it'll be later. But we just came out like 4 or 5 hours ago. Basically the what's the
UFC lawyers win against
the injunction. That's the word I'm looking for. Injunction lifted. Rampage back in 186. This is huge, and I'll tell you why this is
we
huge.
should have put the belt on that. UFC lawyers versus
Bellator lawyers.
Yeah, versus Bellator lawyers.
The reason why this is huge is because this card is doomed. It was doomed from day one. I don't know if Mighty Mouse brings the doom with him, but he is on a lot of doomed cards. And Rampage, I'm not saying Rampage is going to be the savior, but for sure it's going to produce some more buys.
Rampage is a huge name. I mean, that's just all there. I don't think there's any other MMA fighters they can say they've been in a pretty blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
You know, short of Ronda Rousey, obviously now with Fast and the Furious 7, Gina Carano in one of them. But no one else is a legitimate, well, maybe I shouldn't say a legitimate movie star, but it has some cross appeal. So Rampage is a huge name.
And he is a very likable character.
Kind of.
You love him or you hate him?
Charismatic. Yeah, you love him or you hate him.
Okay.
There's definitely there's an interview with him, kind of sexually harassing a reporter. Maybe some people didn't love that.
And you know what? There's no love lost between us with them. You know, we used to be tighter with him. We're not as tight as we used to be with him. But whatever. I got no hate towards the man. I still love Rampage. He's still one of my favorite fighters.
Charismatic fighter. I'm not saying I don't love the man. I'm just saying you gotta, see your buddies for who they are, and he's kind of he's a nutball.
Yeah. So the weird thing is, so I was on the website earlier today, and I was checking out the card and see what was going on for 186, and it shows Maldonado versus Bozy, or
yeah,
I don't know who it was, and they don't even have a picture for him. It's just the black silhouette.
They found some poor sap who agreed to get his head knocked in.
And then I literally log on maybe 90 minutes later, and then Rampage, and I'm like, so I'm hitting refresh, like maybe the cookie's like saved in there from like an old picture, and I'm like, wait. And then I started going on the website, and like, no, for sure. And I found out within like 30 minutes after it was announced, and big news.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Maldonado runs through. Unless you want to put both of them in there and you make it a 2v1 handicap match, I like my boy Maldonado.
Yeah? We're going to jump to that in 1 second. So we are going to do our picks for UFC 186 for this coming Saturday. But we got a two for this weekend. We got Invicta on Friday night. And I'll be honest with you, they're almost like, I want to say it's almost like a farm league for the UFC to kind of pick and choose to bring their girls into their camp, into their organization. So there's not a lot of names on here that I know, but Roxanne Modafferi, is that how you pronounce her last name?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
She was from Ultimate Fighter. She's on the card. Peggy Morgan's on the card. She was from the Ultimate Fighter. There's a couple other people. I know a couple of people got pulled because of injury, but that will be on Friday night, and it's on Fight Pass, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is good for everybody.
It is.
More fighters in the game, getting paid. And, you can watch some fights.
Yeah, so let's get right into it then. UFC 186 this Saturday night, pay-per-view. Well, it's like we said earlier, it's kind of a doomed card, but starting from the top, main event, Mighty Mouse.
Didn't you think that Horiguchi was you said, I remember you, right before we started filming, you were really talking to...
Really? I mean, I was saying he was so good that you should probably take him.
Is that what you
Actually,
said?
this is what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to say, if you take Horiguchi, I give you the season, and he wins. Dude, the line on this thing is ridiculous. I think Mighty Mouse is like a minus 1,000, and Horiguchi's like a plus 850 or plus 750. I mean, it's out there. It could happen. Look at Dillashaw Barao the first time. But that's how much, dude. Mighty Mouse is just a class above everyone else in his weight in the 125ers. But I would say, you know what? We'll make it interesting. You take Horiguchi, he wins.
Season.
You get the season. And right now it's 8-6. I'm up 2. You marinate on that.
Oh.
Rampage
these are legit Jedi mind tricks. This I'll give you as a Jedi mind trick. I wasn't prepared for this when I came to the studio. But when you go like, oh yeah, I made you take it. No.
Okay, co-main event, Rampage versus Maldonado. Who do you got?
I'm taking Maldonado.
Really? You know what? I take Rampage all day long. I think Rampage.
Beautiful.
I think Rampage has the best head movement in the light heavyweight division.
I think his head movement's going to get a lot better because it's going to get knocked around.
I think that's going to be a crucial.
So you think Rampage is a better boxer?
I didn't say
than
that.
Maldonado?
I did not say that. I said he has the best head movement, and with head movement, I mean that allows him to land some strikes. I don't think.
But that makes him. That's in the boxing realm.
It is a boxing realm. Overall, I think Maldonado probably has better hands.
I'm asking who's a better boxer.
Better boxer, straight up, Maldonado, hands down.
Okay.
Better MMA fighter, Rampage. And there's a difference.
We'll find out.
There's a difference. I mean, look at Randy Couture against Lights Out Tony.
No, but you're saying Rampage is going for a takedown?
No, but he can throw in leg kicks, and that's not in boxing.
Leg kicks.
Hey,
you're saying Rampage
the last fight in the UFC, he was throwing leg kicks. Even Joe Rogan was like, he was throwing leg kicks.
He threw like 3, and
it's all right.
He looked confused himself.
It's all right. And then the guys aren't expecting it, so they're so confused that he can land that haymaker. I'm going with Rampage.
I love it. I'm happy about that.
That's cool. I mean, he's on the 3-0. He got 2 and kind of a if you win with King, but whatever. He's 3-0 Bellator now. He's over. Whatever. I gotta go with Rampage. Rampage.
I like it.
Okay. What about Bisping and DC Soloway?
Yeah.
What do we always call him? DB Soloway or something like that.
It was bad.
Anyways, the Doberman.
It wasn't we. It was you. You threw out random letters.
We're a team. We MMA.
We are not a team. You are Team Jump Punch. I'm Team Jump Kick.
So you got that.
You know, I just remembered, as Team Jump Kick, I made my dreams come true when I actually jump kicked you.
Yes, you did.
I just thought about that.
Who you got on that fight?
I hate Bisping so much, though.
Oh, you're going to take DC Soloway? You're going to take the Doberman Pinscher? Oh, man. I know you ain't going to do that. That pride's going to get in the way. You're going to take...
I have to. Mm-hmm. I have to back away from who I hate so much. And I would Team Jump Kick you, Bisping. I ever see you.
You knock his other eye straight or what?
I really would. I mean, for joy, I just watched that Henderson fight on replay. I just watched him as he...
The H-bomb.
Just crushes his head.
So he got...
I'll take Bisping.
Okay. Yeah, I got to go with Bisping as well. So, back to the whole Horiguchi thing. The season.
No.
No?
Well, I'm going to take it one at a time.
So, Mighty Mouse?
I'm gonna knock you down one at a time.
So, you just go with Maldonado on this.
Maldonado's one of those fighters...
No, I don't doubt this.
That's my ally Penta right there.
And you know the thing is, so there's no odds on it yet because they kept going back and forth if he was going to fight. But I gotta think that Rampage is going to come in favorite. I don't know though. It might be close. I don't know. I mean, if you look at the names that Maldonado has fought and he's beat, not a lot of high caliber fighters. Rampage, champion of Pride, champion in UFC. I mean, he's beat some of the biggest names. I just don't see Maldonado doing it. But hey, I could be wrong. We'll find out. Belt's on the line.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see what's what. 8-6, baby.
My boy Maldonado.
You'll find Brian. You better get on the right team, baby. Get on that right team.
You'll see. You'll see.
Boom. All right, that's the show for tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. Devin Debo Taylor.
Soon to be champ.
Mighty, the champion. Thank you for watching. Have a great night.